Welcome to my channel, The Business Building Diva, with me, Natasha James, better known as the CEO Speaks. Hey, and I'm going to share with you some of my hometown favorites. I am a Bayou girl, straight from Louisiana, so we're going to eat some crawfish. While we talk about some of the economic development programs that I have participated in, i.e., I'm going to specifically talk about the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses cohort. I was a member of the Delgado cohort number 34, 2022, I believe, or 23. And I did a short on talking about some of the things that your state have for you in regards to helping small businesses grow. I found Goldman Sachs through my local SBA. I was participating in some of the local networking events, and I found several people that actually pointed me in different directions. And as these particular events happen, I would go ahead and apply to them, not knowing if I was going to get in or not. So I did Goldman Sachs. It was a 16-week class. They teach, well, I wasn't a small business at this point. And so let me tell you a little backstory. My business is over 10 years old. I am a 15+ year entrepreneur. But I did not, for the first 5 years, maybe 5 or 10 years of my entrepreneurial journey, I did not participate in networking events. I did not get outside of my office. I was not the girl that was going to be trying to work the room and pass out business cards. That was not who I was, and I wasn't trying to become her at that time. But I'm going to tell you how that stopped me from becoming that I would have wanted to be during that time frame. And let me say, I don't by any means wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda, because guys, timing is always the best timing, okay? But I did not know that these particular programs existed, and I wasn't out in the networking community to find out about these opportunities. So these are not opportunities that you're going to find in the local newspaper. You're not going to find them being advertised on TV or anything like that. You are going to have to go look for them. And I mean it. You're going to have to go and look for them. You're going to have to find out where your local small business development centers are. And you're going to have to reach out to them and have them add you to their email list. And you're going to have to find them on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all these places, because that's where you're going to find them at. Unfortunately, those classes fill up so freaking fast because they're, number one, free. And because there are so many people that's finding out about them that they are waiting on the email, and as soon as it opens, they are ready to apply. Goldman Sachs allowed me to be able to, number one, validate who I am. It gave me a lot of confidence in the business owner that I have become. I wasn't really qualified. I was overqualified to be in that program at that time because I was not a startup business, and I wasn't in the income threshold where they wanted us to be. So I was a little bit more advanced than the class I was in. I stayed because my husband was a new business owner at the time, and he wasn't gonna stay if I didn't stay. So the fact that he needed me to stay, stayed. And I'm glad that I did stay, because during that process, I was able to make sure, number one, all of my financials were correct. I learned how to read my financials. I learned how to manage my own QuickBooks. I learned how to look up marketing analysis and all kinds of different things I learned in that class. It was a very thorough 16-week intensive training class. And you had to do some work, but it was well worth it. In the end, I actually was to the point where I was able to buy my own building, and we will be celebrating 1 year in our space this year, March 4th, and I can't wait to do a video on that. But because of Goldman Sachs, I was in a position that I did not know I was already in a position for, to actually go out and purchase my own space for my business. And that made me uber doubly excited because here I am thinking that I would never be able to purchase a building because I keep hearing what the streets are saying rather than hearing what the actual professionals are saying that does this stuff every day. So Goldman Sachs put me in front of so many people, so many banks, so many CPAs, so many people. They were all professionals and that could help me get where I wanted to go as it pertains to my business and how I was scaling my business, the overall growth. Those agencies and the workers that worked in those agencies, putting me in front of people like the Workforce Development, Louisiana Economic Development Centers, Apex, just all kinds of things that it was that I was able to learn and be able to network with and actually make connections so that I can make the next move that I wanted to make. Throughout that process, we actually graduated from the program and we are now in I guess it's an exclusive group of people that get to say, hey, I was a part of the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Cohort. And we get to do many networking events throughout the year. We meet up with our own cohorts regularly. We talk through text messages or WhatsApp or whatever the case, group me on a regular basis. And most of us have become really good friends. Keep up with the journeys of each other as we matriculate through our entrepreneurship journey. I think that's the most amazing thing because when you are a business owner, you don't realize how much you need until you are sitting in front of somebody and they're asking you all of the questions that you can't answer. That is the most annoying thing because you think you know so much, but you don't know nothing. But it's okay because you are there to learn and you are there to gain as much knowledge as you possibly can, utilizing their business associates as possible as much time as while you are in that program. I have had so many friends that I have connected with Goldman Sachs so that they could participate in that program and they have come out on the winning side. I did a shorts video a few days ago about there's money in your state and you need to benefit and you can benefit from it or something like that. I don't remember. But either way, this is free. This is a free program. All you have to do is qualify. And you can find out more about the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses if you go and look up their website. All you have to do is Google it. Find one that's located near you and get on their email list. And you too can apply to be a part of the 10,000 Small Business, Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business cohorts. Don't go in thinking, I always tell people, I always go into rooms with my cup empty. I go in empty because I don't want to know anything. I have learned to not be the girl in the room that knows everything. I need to be the girl in the room that doesn't know anything. I don't go to networking events that I am the only one in the room that can pour into somebody. I need to be able to walk out of that door feeling the same way that I made somebody else feel. So if I can't come to your networking event and come out feeling the same way, I'm not coming. Because I have done that before. I understand the dynamics behind it. When you're networking, you have to have a goal in mind. You have to know why you are at that event, who you are going to connect with. Why do you need to connect with that person? Why do you need to connect with that business? Why are you there to share information because you're going to get clients from that actual event? Are you there because you just want to pass out your business cards to any and everybody that's going to leave them on the table and throw them in a trash can once you leave? Are you there because you want to make meaningful connections? Those are questions that you have to ask yourself. I ask myself those questions often. And what I realize is that at the end of the day, if the networking event doesn't pay, if it doesn't benefit me in any way, I'm not going. I have to know what I'm going to gain from going to this networking event. I am so far past being at the local coffee shop and sitting down and networking with people that are just starting out. It's not by any means that I don't want to network with them. It's just that when you get to a certain level, you start to realize that those networking events are not for you anymore. The bottom is, and this is a hard something to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you realize that you are in these small networking company events, what happens is it's a crab in a bucket type of situation. Everybody in there, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that they want. And it's an unconscious thing. They don't mind stabbing you in the back. They don't mind knocking you off. They don't mind going behind and trying to figure out who your connects are so that they can come in on top of you and work with them. It's just so cutthroat in those networking events. And it doesn't have to be that way, because the higher up you get, the more you are put in rooms where people are not doing that to you. They don't care about what business you are working with, who they're actually going to send you to them. They're going to put your name in the cup and they're going to say, hey, look, I am busy. I can't do X. Susie over there is new in business. She's actually able to take on more clients. I'm going to give you her phone number. This is her email address. I am going to introduce you guys, and y'all can take it from there. That's the difference between lower level networking and higher level networking. And when you participate in those economic development group cohorts and different things like that, those are the people you come in contact with. You start to find people that are not only being intentional about what they're doing, what they're saying, and how they're networking with you. They're not out here to be in a space where they have to go and steal from you. They don't have to, they're not trying to take anything. They're not trying to stab you in the back. They're actually out here working with you, trying to help you. You realize that you are being connected with people that actually have expertise in the areas that you need. When saying, hey, I can handle your financial needs if you let me, or whatever the case may be, because they've sold you a dream at one of these networking events, and they are new in the financial arena, just like you are new in business. How can he help you if he can't manage his own finances? You find I have been, in my years of entrepreneurship, I have lost so much money. And that is why I'm doing these videos. I do believe that my coaching, where I coach people, I don't want to be that person that's taking your funds and leaving you out to dry, hang to dry. I have been sold so many dreams, and they've been stolen right back from up under me because I was so trusting. I didn't know how to find the information that I needed. I didn't know who to get the information from. I relied on referrals from people in my immediate network, which was no good because none of them were business owners. It was just somebody that knew somebody that probably knew somebody that worked with somebody that could probably help me. That it didn't help me at all. It actually hurt me more than it did help by helping me. Again, I'm not going to say, because I got a bag of crawfish here that I need to eat and they're getting cold. Again, Goldman Sachs, 10,000 Small Businesses. Check out their website. If this video was helpful to you, leave me a comment down below. Ask questions. I'll answer. But if you're at a place where you know that you have been making money, you are showing money on your tax returns, and you can prove that, you are able to go and participate in the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business cohort. Use it to your advantage. Get in the cohort. Go apply. Sign up. Hey, and if you're in Louisiana, tell David that you saw a video by Natasha James, and she recommended that you go and participate. See you in the next video. Have a great day.